Find out.
And that's a good way to say hi. Hello, everybody. I'm Asmo Danikar. This is Legends of the Old Kingdoms. We're Heathen Cantina, and we appreciate you tuning in tonight. Enjoy us for spookiness, and we will be metaphysically fighting demons tonight. So, thank you for tuning in. Some of us have been having a rough week, but it's the hump day, except you're not on a camel. You're attempting to set a tri-county record on a Bulazau, or what did you call them? Pestilent satyr, plague satyr, something like that. Yeah, let's introduce this awesome cast. We'll start with Teller. It's probably muted.
If I can find my unmute, there we go.
Good.
Hey everybody, I'm Arthur. I'll be playing Teller, our mouthy bard. Is there any other kind? There's probably a different kind, but he is of the mouthy variety. A plainer tiefling. We have wandered ourselves into yet another underground fiasco. This time it's demons. They're bad. They're real bad. We've taken one of the plague satyrs out. There's another one remaining. We got a grand viper of the pit. Doesn't seem good. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it though. These demons need some killing. And then we got some bigger issues to figure out about the world at large. So yeah, first things first. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to Unichronic.
Hey, what's up? I'm Uni or Unichronic or Achronic or Nick. I'm playing Merkala Bloodfang, Margravine of the Wyvern Isles, our damn pure noble Drake Warden Ranger. I am really curious to see what these demons do. Seems like a scary fight after a pretty dangerous trap situation. Also meaning we can't just retreat if we need to retreat because we have a scary trap at our backs. Hopefully it won't come to that. I'm sorry. Was there a banter topic?
No, sir.
No?
I'm just trying to fix Twitch.
Not unless you start one.
We're properly.
We got off easy this time. Don't mess it up.
There may be one, but I was going to give everybody a go. Don't tell him he forgot to
give us that quiz.
Okay, so yeah, I entreat. No offense to Flix Dazzledove, who I'll be passing this off to. I entreat everyone to try to win the Coolest Shit of the Night award, guys. I want each one of us to try to win it. We can't just keep handing it over to Flix. No offense, Flix.
I mean, okay, counterpoint.
Awesome.
We are not just handing it over.
We were without Wizard for so long.
He is just showing up with those wizard sprinkles, just like boom, boom, boom. Thank you. That's what's happening.
So with that, I'll hand it over to...
The wizard decides who will stay and who will go.
I'll hand it over to Azadim.
Thank you. What can I say? Flix is a bit of a nerd. He likes his geometry and exposing all to it. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Azadem. I'm playing Flix Dazzledove, the Order of the Scribes Wizard, and I'm very excited for tonight. I'm hoping we can escape this without too much trouble. Facing demons instead of devils this time introduces a bit of a chaotic element that I haven't faced just yet, so hopefully it goes off without a hitch. And I will pass it on to Eldine.
Thank you, darling. I am Sandy Pants. I'll be portraying Eldine, our Hexblade Goblin Warlock, who really just wants to blow shit up, but all these devils and demons keep throwing around words like, take your seat on the throne, which is a bit uncomfortable. But here we are after a terrifying hopscotch down a hallway of stars. And yeah, facing off with some more big grody nastiness from below. So we'll see where that goes. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Kelton.
What? Me? Yeah, I am Kelton. I'm at places called Fesnerax. I am called Fesnerax at places, whatever. I'm playing Empty Pockets, our elven shadow elf assassin / grave cleric. I am ready to usher these demons off back to their home plane. And it's so exciting to just dip our toes in the blood war as it spills over into our world. It's just a delight, and I can't wait to see where it goes. It's amazing. And are we ready to go?
We are locked and primed and ready to let.
We can vamp some more. We can just keep running if you want.
Oh, I know we're good.
Yeah, we can make up our own banter topic.
You sure can. I mean, would you like a banter topic? Because I've got a few. I just wanted to get the introductions out of the way and take care of some Twitch-based bookkeeping.
I'm glad the bookkeeping is cooperating.
So we're coming up on spooky season. In fact, we're already in Spooktober. So things should get hairier and scarier. And I'm not sorry. That being said, and we've done similar stuff before, but things change, and we have new people watching, I hope. And I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite Halloween movie? And it's less imaginative if it is also called Halloween. But what is your favorite? And let's not even. It doesn't have to be Halloween. Let's just go with horror. And this is one we've done before. But in October, the stakes are higher. So what is your favorite scary movie? And we'll start with Nick, who looks eager to share.
I've already said it before. I'll say it again. I just watched it literally last night because of spooky season started, but I love The Witch. It is just the right. I'm sorry. It's just the right amount of historical and folktale-y, and I can't help for saying, like, good for her at the end when Thomasin gets away from her terrible, terrible family and becomes a magical witch. I mean, to me, it's a story of hope and perseverance. Because her family fucking sucks.
In true Eden Cantina style.
Yeah, and so I just have to say that's definitely one of them is The Witch.
Eve was framed. We're in the camp of Lilith in this house.
Yeah, exactly. And the other one, and this is not really. It's not really a Halloween movie. It's not really a Christmas movie, despite it spanning through a time. But and it has nothing to do with the actual holidays themselves. But a movie called Mysterious Skin, directed by Greg Araki, it's actually about like some heavy shit, but there's like an alien abduction motif going on, and like missing memory and a whole bunch, and it's very queer. And I always joke and say that it's a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie, even though it's not. But Mysterious Skin, Greg Araki, stars Joseph Levitt, Gordon Levitt. Was that his name? Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, yeah.
Yeah. Highly recommend. And hey, Kelton, sorry I stole yours. What's up?
No, for fuck's sake.
Damn.
That's rough.
It was a kindness in a way, because he's given you an easy out to pick rather than have somebody else steal the next one you pick mentally.
Sure.
I'm trying. Would I roll in my diplomacy? 6?
So many. I have so many. I was thinking about like the slasher movies or slasher movie adjacent stuff today. And the Nightmare on Elm Street thing is still going to be my favorite franchise. And like realizing like the first one's awesome.
Freddy's 2
they get weird.
Is pretty gay. There's
is
some
gay
really, really
hell.
sweaty
that was
homoeroticism.
the connective tissue. Like I think that entire movie, like the subtext of that movie was like missed for like years.
It's like
Like,
nearly 2 hours
now-
of the volleyball scene from Top
yeah.
Gun and gore.
Yeah, and like now people are talking about it, and that's pretty fucking cool. And also, I'm gonna tell a very brief story. So, not a very loved movie, not like one of my favorite movies, but I saw the Blair Witch Project at Sundance when it premiered, and something that people don't talk about with that movie is that like it was in the booklet as a documentary. Like there were
It's pretty
more
clever
than
marketing.
half the more than half the theater. It's kind of believable for quite a while. More than half the theater walked out, but like for the right reasons, like because they were scared that they couldn't watch it, and like by the end, everyone was like with their coats over their heads, like because people bought it. They bought the lie, and like the experience of being there and feeling that vibe of the entire audience just like hook, line, and sinker in it. Either you have to bail or like it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen, you know. And then of course like the actors sued them because they did crazy shit, like walked around them with like electromagnets so their compasses wouldn't work, and like that's horrible thing to do to people. But like the experience of watching that in that context, because I thought it was a documentary too, even though I was a projectionist for Sundance at the time, it was wild. So that was a good spooky experience.
That's awesome.
And Sandy, bring it.
But yeah, I'm gonna refuse to participate in the horror movie aspect and revert back to the first half of the prompt, which was a Halloweeny thing, because I refuse to engage in the super duper horrifying stuff. I like the campy, silly stuff. I like the Buffy rules of Halloween, which is where that's when the actual big bads are gone and it's just humans being dumbasses. And so there's two that I narrowed it down to. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck you, Hot Topic, a little bit. Also, sidebar, that's not an identity. The Nightmare Before Christmas is not a personal identity. That being said, I love the movie. I love the soundtrack. Absolutely, I enjoy it every year. The other one I toss up is Hocus Pocus, for similar reasons. Because they're gonna run amok. I love that movie. It's entertaining and it's zany, right?
Yes.
So that's what I've got. That's what I've got. As of Dem, I feel like you've not gone before this firing squad yet.
All right. So I was here sitting thinking, and I cannot just pick one. And I especially want to answer both pieces of it too, Halloween and scary movie as well. And so for just Halloween vibes, my answer would be Practical Magic. Like, I'm in love with that little love story. It's so cute. I watch it every Halloween season. I just have to. It's very romantic and cute, and I love it. For more spooky stuff, there's two movies in particular. One that scared the hell out of me and I refuse to watch again because it did, and that's The Strangers, where it's like the home invasion. They're out in the middle of nowhere, random people in masks show up. Terrifies me. It's so real and I cannot. And the second one I can rewatch, and that's Crimson Peak. I just love the gothic vibes in general of it. The big period costumes and everything. Like, it's definitely my vibe. And so I think Teller was the last one.
Hey y'all, Nightmare Before Christmas was 100% going to be my pick. Thank you very much, Sandy Pants. I also don't do scary movies. I think regular life is fucking horrifying enough. and I don't need more dramatized horror and more horror structure of storytelling. I don't need that in my life. However, I do like the use of horror tropes and structuring for other purposes. There's a couple of things I realized recently. I just last weekend I did a double feature, 2 days, two double features, and the first one included So I Married an Axe Murderer, and it never really connected to me that that's actually a horror movie. Like, what they've taken the horror movie structure and just made a comedic film out of it, which is fantastic, right? Super good, love it. And all those things, because like I feel like the contrasting of things like that really accentuates them, right? So like couching this comedy movie with these horror tropes really plays up the comedy, which is delightful. I love that kind of stuff. So I guess I'm just gonna go with that because I've seen that movie, I don't know, a dozen, 15 times, probably more.
The paper is down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the Colonel before he went tits up. Yeah, exactly. That's such a good flick. A side note, one of the other movies that I watched was Brazil, the director's cut in the theater. It was fantastic, FYI. If you get the opportunity, go see it. Things I never realized about Brazil: Christmas movie.
Fuck yeah.
The whole thing happens over Christmas.
Absolutely.
3-4 times throughout it. There's a
Yeah.
whole Christmas themed thing.
I
happening.
clearly have to watch it again. It has been too long because that
It-
totally is not
Yeah,
in my memory banks.
Same. I was just like, how is this a Christmas movie? And I never freaking knew it. Yeah. Also horror. Yeah.
Absolutely
That one
horror.
just
For
happens to be.
sure
That one
horror.
just happens to be.
One could
sci-fi.
argue
Also
Christmas and
Kafka.
horror are kind of the
Kafka.
same
Kafka.
thing.
Kind of the same. Christmas
Yeah,
and horror.
fair.
Yep.
As
Yep.
as
Very
someone on the
similar.
leading edge of the war on Christmas. Sorry.
The
Yeah,
leading-
if
you're
anybody-
the,
I don't mean to
Join.
distance any of our heathens. I don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to.
the
no, if any-
Vanguard. You're
Yeah.
riding one of the 4 horses. We've only got 4.
This is actually a recruiting event for the War on Christmas. If anybody is interested out there in
This year,
Dreamland.
this year we're calling it tunneling through the holidays. Parentheses, don't be a sap. See what
Hey, oh, siege warfare,
I'm into
baby!
There you go. It's the siege on
Here
Castle
for it.
Christmas.
Oh my God!
I
Yeah.
am ready.
When we get in that merch.
Who's
in
running the
merch
one
store,
shot?
It's
There's
It's,
2
uh,
critical
Ooh.
questions.
are you volunteering? Ooh.
You have somebody produces it, sure.
Yeah, I've said that too, and then no, I love all these answers, and I share a lot of that in my top 5. The Crow's a fantastic Halloween movie, due for a rewatch, absolutely, and it is informative. It is like, if you don't want to go through the recommended reading list because it's a big one to play World of Darkness, you can just watch The Crow. In fact, some of the symbols for the spheres of magic are graffiti in the background of the scenes. Look for them, you'll see they're there. So we did vampire last time. I've run a lot of mage, and The Crow makes me think of mage and wraith more than it does vampire. It's not my favorite scary movie, and I knew that we didn't have a party full of horror fans. I do remember that about y'all, which is why I was trying to spin it up and maybe it's me soliciting a little bit of feedback and seeing like what is it that you really key in on, because I like introducing horror elements in traditionally non-horror genres, because there's pacing, there's dread, there's suspense, dread, and terror. And suspense, I hand that out all the time. Dread, occasionally, more often than not, as campaigns go on. And terror, you gotta be careful with, because by the time you're at terror, you can't really go anywhere except fight or flight. Like you've then scared your players as a GM to the point of you can't just keep doing terror. You know what I mean? I learned that running Curse of Strahd a few years ago. Because suspense, dread, terror. And then throttling back from terror was tough, so it just became suspense, dread, TPK. And it was a cool way to end it. It wasn't a total party kill. It wasn't a TTPK. It was 3 of 5 with 2 of them running out of the castle, scattering into the hills, and being placeholders for future campaigns if we ever want to do Curse of Strahd again.
Literally flying out of the castle.
One of them, yes. The other was...
And the other one almost dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
I had a larger than normal party. I had 6 players instead of 4. And I decided to add the occasional zombie. Made no effect. Add the occasional, minion. Had no real effect. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to make 2 black puddings in the wine cellar instead of 1. But I'm going to make them smaller. And that's what we got. And that was fun. And that ties into one of my favorite horror movies that I find is, the more I watched it as an older person, I can say that the birthday I've got next week. As I watch it as an older person, I realize it's not just body horror, creepy monster isolation. There's a psychological aspect to that. And it becomes very, very human story. So that would be The Thing. And it's, the more I watch and the older I get, the better a movie it seems to be. My all-time favorite movie is also classified as a horror movie, and that's Jaws. I think Jaws is a dang near perfect movie. You have, people versus nature. It's a monster movie. It's a buddy flick, even. And it's got some other things going on that just make it greater than the sum of its parts. Like certain members of the cast showing up absolutely faced, but in character, and the film was rolling, so fuck it, keep shooting, kind of stuff. And just plagued by things going wrong. It was for Spielberg what Star Wars would be for Lucas, and there's even a shot with a shooting star that's just like this perfect transition. So there's like so many things that happen, and I know some of the lore with it and stuff. So I can go on and on about Jaws. Hell, I could do a show about movies, and that could be a whole episode, because I can talk about Jaws endlessly. I've done so enough tonight. Back to The Thing. Body horror is one thing, but what makes The Thing scary is how you see it break down the people. And you start to identify with more than one member of the team out there on Antarctica. And I've been thinking about that because we're dealing with demons. Y'all remember where we left off? You've found your way into the good graces of a council member who's a sympathetic ear and ally, and you're doing them a solid before you leave town. They inform you that the Warlock / Deathlock / double XP Yay Go team that you killed was his sister, and she brought home something recently. And even though she was allied with devils, she seems to have been capable, however temporarily, of binding demons to property underneath the family land, the family house. And you have gone down into a storage cellar, found a secret door into a obviously trapped corridor. Deciphered the, let's be honest, fairly easy riddle, that appears to have Byzoran flavor. It's got a nautical theme. It's told you to follow the stars as the sailors would.
It's a literal quotation from Byzoran literature.
Yep. And staying on the stars, although not a perfect path, is the better path and keeps you from setting off the traps after a long and very obviously and over-trapped corridor. Multiple pillars that dispense fire and blades. you make your way into what feels more like a mausoleum or crypt than it does what it actually is, a vault. And this is where Laren's family's wealth is kept, you think. Going inside, you seem to have alerted to your presence a couple of goat-like demons. Get some art going here in a second. And having boiled off the water in a nearby pool, a flying, burning, massive serpent that bites with a great deal of damage and a great deal of frequency. I believe there was
Can confirm.
Yeah, multi-attack includes 3 bites and they burn. This is perhaps the nastiest single beastie you have fought so far. I know you fought a dragon towards the end of the last season. This is a nasty beast. It is, in fact, one of the serpents from the pit. So it is an abyssal serpent of it's named. And it was bound to the chest. The goats, or I think you did recall that they're called Bulazau? Yeah, the Bulazau. They appear to be along for the ride. Does that sound like a pretty good recap? It was Flix Dazzledove's turn, and I believe you dropped some sort of spell effect to close us out last time. And
Yes, that is correct.
And chat, let us know how the sound is, how the voices are. We've had a lot of gremlins. We're gonna keep on trucking. And what spell was that again?
So the original version of this spell was a wall of fire, but with his special ability, he turned it into a wall of force.
Okay.
Not exactly like the 5th level version of the spell, but it just does force damage instead of fire damage.
Now, will it do forced movement and pop them out of it?
No, that's what it does differently.
Okay.
Like a wall of fire, they can stand in it and take damage, they can go through it and take damage, but it will not prevent them from crossing.
Okay.
But like a fire wall, it is opaque, and so they cannot see through it.
Okay. Well, that's actually rather useful.
The question: they are both within the wall. How does that work?
So it says that damage is dealt to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side of the wall, which is the outside of it. And then it takes damage when it enters a wall for the first time on a turn, or it ends its turn there.
Okay, so they can move either in or out.
Right.
But if it ends up within the wall still, or within 10 feet of the exterior, it'll take damage.
Right.
Okay.
All right. We have our pestilence, pus and boil covered goat-like creature, and our I don't know, what do you say, truck-sized serpent full of fire and fury.
Fire danger noodle. Big fire danger noodle.
Now, when am I taking this damage, if you don't mind?
So they took it immediately because they were within the area of effect during my turn.
Okay.
But then on their turn, if they try to cross into it, they'll take it again. Or if they end their turn within 10 feet of the outside, they'll take it again.
And because of their magic, like, I see that they've taken damage. Did we resolve the damage last time? I don't know if we did.
I believe so.
Yeah. Because they took some damage. I think
We, at the very least, we resolved the damage for the
Yeah, 'cause it killed the other one.
first
That's right.
Zal,
Yeah,
which died.
there was another one, and that finished him off because he
Yeah, so I think they did take their damage.
sounds about right. Okay, cool. Just wanted to
Am
go ahead.
am I also at risk of damage because I'm so close to the barrier on the outside?
On your turn, you will be, but by then, I think I'll probably dismiss it.
Okay. Oof.
Probably.
We'll see what happens.
See how she runs.
Okay. Well, The traps don't need to go again. Traps aren't activating. Dusk is...
I'm riding him.
Gotcha, that's right. Okay. Then it's actually the top of round 2. That was a pretty eventful 6 seconds. And it's Eldine's turn, who is beat up badly. And this is where I remember the
walloped.
rules. And I'm going to count the squares here. Let's see. You are within 30 feet of Bulazao 2. Which means...
Is that good news
No,
for Eldine?
no.
Probably.
Does not sound
no.
like a good news.
It's not. It's
I'm being optimistic, man.
it's the opposite of good. It's you're within 30 feet of it, and this is a creature that has a rotting presence. You actually hear the boils pop and run on its flesh, and somewhere along there you caught a whiff of the demon. The one that just got obliterated with force damage might be the one that reminded you of this. A quick reread of the monster capabilities between sessions might have reminded the DM of this. But I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you. So I'm going to send it through the roller so that you can actually click a button to choose your fate. We're looking for a 13. What do we got?
Let's see what we got.
Oh. Okay.
It's not great. It's not great. Okay.
All right.
What them pustules got to share? Let's have it.
So it's just 1d6 necrotic damage. And I rolled a minimum.
Okay. I like that. I like a 1. Like a 1 on the dice.
And you feel like it would have been worse if the other one was still around, because a couple of the boils on its withering flesh as it molders away pop in response, but it's weak and feeble. It almost seems like this would be worse if there was more than one Bulazao about. But it's your turn.
Okay. Well, that was grody.
Yeah.
I still don't like this stupid snake. So what to do? Do like this shatter. It does work well. Let's see if we can actually, before I do that, bonus action goblin shenanigans, back away from this nasty. Nimble escape, I think, is the goblin shenanigans is actually called.
That sounds right.
Yeah, alright. Back away from the fire noodle, and then let's see if we can't drop a shatter on it.
You have
Well,
indeed
that's not
shattered
great.
it. No, it failed. It
Oh,
failed.
failed
it
its
failed.
save.
Yeah, sorry. No, I always get that mixed
So
up.
you drop
Yeah.
back, and its head goes.
Drop. Boop.
Decent. 14 points of thunder damage, and it looks like it all went through. That is not one that its demon resistances do anything about.
All right. Hooray. We'll take it. And it gets enough. I'm not trying to escape or get out of here. I'll hold steady here and advance the tracker.
Do you have a melee weapon in your hand?
No, I think I had my crossbow because we were finagling down the thing, so it'll cost me an action to swap that for melee. So no, right now it's a crossbow in my hand.
Gotcha, thank you. Alright, Teller. Hey Teller, this thing is quite disgusting. In fact, it feels like the kind of
Shenanigans.
smell that sticks with you. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a Constitution saving throw.
Just put a little vapor rub under your nose. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I think here's some good news. Yeah, you take none.
Ah,
Awesome.
nice. Teller's lip starts to curl in disgust, and then he shakes it off. Interesting thing about Teller's people. Teller's a tiefling, but he's not infernal. He's planar. Specifically from Pandemonium, the cavernous, vast, empty cavernousness with a howling wind that never ceases. Teller's people originally started developing stories as a way to insulate themselves from the madness that came in such a loud, unceasingly riotous place. But they did also learn how to harness such things. Teller begins to whisper an ancient poem that his mother taught him when he was very young. It's only gotten stronger as he's aged, but it's a nonsense poem. But the cadence of the syllables and of the rhymes never quite seem to resolve. And as very quickly, it starts to create an unsettling feeling, and then a feeling as if the very fabric of reality is falling apart. And he's whispering it under his breath, and the only one that can hear it is this Bulazal, as he casts dissonant whispers.
We've got dissonant nope. I like that.
Dissonant
On the dissonant nope topic, I realized Eldine actually had more damage to throw because that spell I cast was a second level spell, but cast at fourth. But we can mat that when this is over, if that's all right.
Yeah. Throw me 2d8 after.
Yeah, just go ahead and rock it. We'll pause. Nice.
Another 7.
I'm just glad I caught it before.
21. That's a solid hit.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Thank you.
Let's hope these things don't have a good wisdom save. Boopity boop. I should target him first.
You did.
Did I drop it on him?
Oh, yeah.
You have to click it. Ooh.
Well, the bad guys are opening with failure, which is better than they opened last sesh. Because they opened with rocks last session.
And Teller is pissed off. This is not what we signed up for. This is some fucking dummery. Somebody just got themselves in way over their head. Now here we are cleaning this up. And he just heard Eldine get roasted in the other room. That is my auntie. That is unacceptable. So we're gonna cast this sucker at 3rd level. That's pretty good. 21 psychic damage. And on a failed save, it takes the damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far away as its speed allows from you. Creature doesn't move into any obviously dangerous ground. Blah-bitty, blah-bitty, blah.
I don't like that, because its movement is considerable.
Get it the fuck out of here. We got bigger fish to fry. Peace out.
And he runs the hell. He runs like he's got the hounds of. It's all hellish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. That's perfect.
He's a ways away.
Yeah.
At the very least, he's outside of, hopefully, the range of whatever that terrible damage he was dropping on us just by being around.
Yeah, they're fast enough to outrun their own stink. Funny
That's
bit.
stank damage.
Funny a bit about that.
Stank damage.
If you know, you know. If you've ever experienced stank
Oh,
damage,
I've had
you
some,
know.
unfortunately, yeah. Let's see here. And then... Oh, dang it. I'm gonna need some assistance with the rules. That was a full action spell I just cast. Can
Yeah.
I cast a bonus action spell as well? I'm not used to playing
Is the bonus
casters.
action spell a cantrip?
No, it's a first level spell.
Then you may not.
Then it's a no. Okay, okay.
No, that question got asked a lot a couple years ago, and that's a rule I'm very comfortable with saying no.
It is very clear now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's got to be a cantrip if it's going to be something.
No worries. And let's see then. Let's see. Teller will move up alongside Eldine there. And then, where are my cantrips? Do I have any? Oh, I do. But they're all actions.
Bet you they're on your character sheet. No, I'm just messing.
Thank you, DM, for the guidance.
I'm not giving you a D4. You're fighting demons. Dogma is
can I-
also worth a rewatch soon, I think.
Can Teller move there? Up next to Eldine?
Yeah, sure can.
Bam, there we go. And then he will bonus action drop his Hexblade's Curse on...
I'm gonna go ahead and move you to, because you can do a quick look around the corner even though you can't get line of sight for attacking, just so that you're aware of where the critter is.
Okay. Well, by the noise, I assumed where it
It
was.
sounds
but
like an exploding forge.
let's see, where you at, Almar? Okay, good. And then drop a couple of self things on myself. There we go. Okay. And I think that'll be my round for now.
It's a good round.
Not bad.
Next.
I'm in that competition for Cool Shit of the Night Award. Got to run some
Mhm.
numbers here.
I loved your little dissonant whispers and the poem from Pandemonium.
Thanks, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
It
that.
got you inspiration.
Thank
I was gonna say
Oh,
so.
nice!
Yeah,
Sweet.
you're working hard for it. Alright, good turn. Bulazao!
Ooh, sorry.
It's all good.
missed it.
Bulazao doesn't have to keep running from your dissonant whispers, and is fully aware of what you did.
Oh, that's true. It doesn't, I don't think it wears off. Yeah, there's no lingering effects or anything.
So it's coming back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right to here, and then it's going to.
That means it gets damaged.
Ah, hell! But it does it anyway, because I'm a demon. It's how
What I do?
much damage?
Kind of a lot.
Just that.
Oh wow! When you roll, so he runs into the force wall and just leaves a green smear that runs down it. He's
Atomizes.
A demon,
Atomizes.
Whatever you call them. You know, like the bug zappers, demon zapper.
Smear. To the
Nice.
smear.
Yep. He hit your windshield at about 85 miles an hour like a cicada. But now
That'd be a dated reference.
cicadas aren't dated. I heard them just last week.
Bugs hitting windshields is.
Depends on where you are.
Do what? Oh, is that a climate change thing?
So yeah,
Oh, okay.
Urbanization thing too.
when I first moved to this city, 23, almost 24 years ago, one of my the first like real warm day, I moved in February. There was I moved in late January, February. There was an ice storm, but May of 2000, it was hot here in the Midwest, and I mean hot. Looking back, yeah, it was hot, even by the filter of 20 plus years in a more southern latitude. However, that May, I was assaulted by a June bug that flew right into my forehead, like, and I was like, what the hell? It flew in my forehead so fast that it stunned itself because it fell to the ground and just spun in place, and I picked it up and it wasn't dead, it was just stunned. started extending its wings, and I was like, well, it's a June bug. And then I remembered an expression my grandmother used. And she was from Georgia, so even south of here. And it was a threat from her that was, if you don't, whatever, I'll be on you like a chicken on a June bug. And I thought, well, here the June bugs go for me. And it was like a postcard that said, welcome to the beautiful South. It's hot, and here's bugs. And years later, a friend of mine from work, where I was working, had chickens. So over at his place. And a June bug got caught by one of these chickens. And I got to see exactly what my grandma was threatening. And I missed her terribly because I wanted to tell her the story at this point. But I also thought, damn, I'm glad I was a good kid. Because there was no June bug left except for one half of carapace and one back leg. So that is what a chicken on a June bug does. I say this because Elnar, actually it's Elnar, Grand Viper of the Pit, has already had a taste and moves in. Now, this, at first, Eldine, you think it's coming for me because it starts to move through the air, serpentine fashion, like it's moving through water like a sea snake. And its mouth begins to glow, lit from deeper inside it with this infernal incandescence. And you think it's going to bite at you again. And you still feel the pain from the last burns that it did. And then the glow is brighter and brighter and brighter as you hear air siphoning into the space between its scales and superheating its internal chamber. It's going to flare in a 20-foot radius, which will affect Dean and Flix and Empty and Merkala and Teller. But Teller, because you're around cover, like I said before, give yourself advantage on this saving throw versus this, because you can actually drop against the wall and miss a lot of it. The heat's still going to hit you, but the direct blast of the furnace will not.
Wall of force wouldn't, or wall of fire force wouldn't give me any type of from a magical burst.
I'll tell you, since everybody else is inside it and I want to help, I'll say that it gives you advantage on this saving throw as well. And you may want to soak it up with some elemental damage. But from Orange County, here we go.
Oh boy.
That auto rolled, and I was not allowed to put advantage.
Me
on.
either.
Although I guess I nat 20'd it, so let's call that good.
Yeah, we'll let Merkala re-roll that though. I see
Just
what
drop
you're saying.
another. I could. Do you want to send it to me, or you just want me to drop one?
Drop it. I've got you all targeted for expediency of damage.
Can I use inspiration to reroll that?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Also, Empty Pockets, correct me if I am wrong. What's your rogue level at this point?
8. Well, rogue level, sorry. 4, I believe. Give me 1 second.
6.
Oh, you've been running cleric for a while. Okay.
No, rogue is 6.
All right.
Is that-
You
oh,
have
guess I'm
picked up
sending
that
uncanny-
uncanny dodge.
un-
Yeah, you picked
Uncanny
it up.
dodge, I should have advantage, right?
No, you automatically take half damage.
Oh, that's
I
right.
believe.
Oh my god.
So can I
And
get
if
a
you
reroll?
succeed, you don't take any damage.
I'll send these to you again.
Yeah.
These.
Thank you.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Oh, so close.
I'm fucking that up.
Yeah, uncanny
I'm-
dodge doesn't just make you take half.
No,
That's
I'm
3.5.
thinking of evasion. No.
That's
I'm
evasion.
thinking of evasion, which is a 7th level ability, and that's
Yeah,
not the
But you
one.
can use your reaction to shrug off half of an incoming damage source with uncanny dodge.
It specifically says attack, so I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It's an
specify
attack
what
roll
kind.
thing, not
Yeah.
it has to be an attack roll.
You use your reaction and have the damage automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at? Who's taking full damage and who's taking half?
I'll
What was the
cast
DC?
Absorb Elements on myself.
17.
I'm
missed by
succeeded the
one.
second with the advantage, and
Eldine's
I'm
going to take
taking
the whole bit.
Yeah, it looks like I'm
I'm-
taking the whole bit.
Eldine, you made your save.
I'm gonna be resistant to whatever element this is. So half, I guess.
Okay.
Never
Well,
mind,
I-
Eldine made the save. I missed that.
There's nothing I can do unless I'm.
so what bursts out of this creature isn't just fire. It's 4d10 fire and 4d10 force. I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Well, we're fucking dead.
It's 62. So half will be 31. And if you have resist elements on a portion of that, let me know, because then it'll
just
be
fire. I will use my reaction to cast it for fire. I can't do it for force, but for
Okay.
fire.
So 16 of that will be fire, and then you'll take 8. So 8 plus 16, because you made the save, right?
Okay.
Will be 24 total damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I had resistance, but I took full damage
Okay.
from the
Okay.
force.
So you took full damage from the force, so you also take 24? Did you make your save or fail your save?
Failed.
Failed my save.
By 1, even with... Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So this...
Unless I can spend my second inspiration to like bump it by 1, but I don't.
I'll let you re-roll it with your second inspiration. If you want to, like, burn it all on one roll, I'm okay with
Yeah.
that, because...
Yeah, let's try not to die.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good plan. Sending you another dexterity save. The music is backing up the drama of the moment. Hope everybody's having a good time. Thanks for
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Fate
you're
has spoken.
You're gonna take 62 minus 8, so 54.
Jesus.
Isn't it 31 was fire, right?
Yes.
So 15 or 16 plus 31, so 46 damage?
It's still enough to take you down.
Yeah, it's still enough to take you down.
Yeah. There's no negative hit points. But yeah, you are
Out.
out, and that takes care of your wall of
The
force.
spell. Yeah.
Fuck
Um,
that.
Who else we got out there? Eldine, you made it, so you're looking at 31.
Yeah, half of all of it. I don't have anything to counter.
All right, 31 drops you.
She'll drop you.
Yep, you're out.
Yeah.
I'll share some dying conditions here in a little bit. Teller, what were we looking at for you? Scroll through the tape.
I made the save, so that's half damage, 31, and I don't think I have any resistance.
Are you naturally fire resistant as a tiefling, or?
Oh yeah, I think that is remaining. Let me check the abilities, although I'm just not sure if we did, if we left that alone. We may have actually changed that because he's not infernal.
I don't think. Let's see. Abilities.
Hellish resistance, it's still on his ability list.
Then we'll take it.
Fire damage, so 31 half would be what, 15, 16? 15, say?
Yep.
So 7 points of damage gone. So that's an 8 and a 15. I
So
think
you
I'm not
take-
dropping that one anywhere, so that's
What?
23.
You take 23.
I took 24 in a similar situation, so.
Okay, so 24 probably. I think I dropped that one accidentally.
Okay. Did we
Yeah.
apply damage to Mirkala? Did you apply it yourself?
Apply it to me. I did not apply it to myself. Oh, I'm at 36 and I was at 12. Yes, we have applied it. It's
Yeah.
applied.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one back because I round down in your favor.
Okay.
But yeah, bad day at the office.
Should I roll one for Dusk right now? We didn't do one for Dusk because you sent over his thingy bobber. He also has to make one. But if he
Yeah, he does.
succeeds, he
he
takes
already
no
made a
damage
bobber.
because I'm a mounted competent. So,
Oh boy. Okay. Here you go. Good luck, Dusk. We're all counting on you, little buddy. I failed.
okay. So he takes 62 damage, and that
He's
pops him. And yeah. Do you want me to make a roll to land on my feet? Since he fell out from underneath me?
Yeah, it's not as tough as you're thinking though, because it's not like falling off a horse. He is in fact dematerialized like a Pokemon.
Okay.
So talking about it. Actually, it can be part of dismount.
Oh, and just use some of my movement? What do you use, like 5 feet of movement to get off a horse or something like that?
I'll tell you what, do you want athletics or a saving throw?
Let's do athletics.
Joker's roll.
That's where I'm a Viking.
My dreams! That's where I'm a Viking! Okay.
Oh, I don't know why Dusk rolled
Because
again.
I still had him selected. But cool. Yeah, you land more than your friend for but a moment. And the creature takes to the air over the fallen. Teller, do you have a melee weapon in your hand?
I do. A softly glowing rapier.
You should take a poke at him as he goes by, because he's going to leap into the air, fly under the door, and try and cut off the escape.
Very nice. Let's see. Can I use my psychic blades on this thing? I don't think I can, because it's a bonus action and this is a reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's a hit. Ooh, thank goodness.
Hey, thanks to that bless. Appreciate you there, empty priest. Or whatever you are.
You're welcome, sir. Not a problem.
Thank you, Father.
Weather extractor there.
You better come back down here with a young priest and an old priest.
Partially resisted. Okay. Either the magic or the piercing. I'm gonna go ahead and guess the piercing, but who knows?
You did your magic?
The weapon is magic.
Oh, it doesn't say it is.
It doesn't show any of the
What kind of weapon is it?
Oh, I rolled the wrong damage.
Yeah, that should have all gone through. I mean, this thing
I
is nasty.
accidentally. I've got a non-arcane rapier in my inventory as well, and I grabbed the wrong damage.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the remaining 7.
All of that? Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because
I just
that
picked the
should have all
wrong
gone
one.
through.
I should just delete that.
Normal gear.
Be mundane.
Oh, come on, y'all are 8th level. Movers and
Mundane,
shakers.
that's the word I was looking for.
Alright, it continues to fly. Mirkala, you will also...
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Did we skip me dying?
Did we?
I don't think you died, did you?
Well, I have a
We
question.
skipped your damage? I was handing out
Yes.
so much of it, okay. How much did you
Yeah,
take?
so
Oh, let's scroll back, so sorry.
69, all of it.
62.
However,
you,
yeah, whatever.
You just had to say 69. It's okay.
That's
We
how many hit
understand.
points I have.
That's
It's
his total,
literally,
which
yeah.
is nice.
However, did I actually have? So he was already 20 down. I don't remember.
Yeah, the
if
fire
that's
and blades
accurate.
in the corridor. It was.
That's what it was. So, yeah, I thought I had 2 inspiration, but it looks like I only had 1.
I have 2.
So
You
like
want one of mine?
that's, and well, he's down unless I take one of yours. So I mean, I'll take it.
Take it.
All right, I will send you the previous roll. All right, here you go.
Boom.
Yeah, you're down too.
I roll worse every time. I had such a good
Yeah,
plan.
not just
too.
you.
Bye.
Not just you. All right. This creature, Mirkala, you get a free poke at it as it flies over you to land behind you. Or not land, just sort of drop down to where it can strike from behind you. It seems to perch on like invisible outcroppings. Like it moves like a snake of this world, but its leaps remind you of its other planar origin.
The blast should be gone because empty's down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would have been a 15 versus 8.
I'm going to give you inspiration for the honesty.
Okay.
Because that is why you missed.
Yeah.
Okay. And he lands there, and his turn is over. And it is Empty's turn to hopefully make a death save. We'll come back. Oh. You were about to be avenged before you properly died.
No, I forgot about that.
All right. Yeah, just I almost said a flat check. Just a d20 roll. It is a flat check, though. Because you don't add anything to it. Oh, hell. Okay, so
You don't need to go bring in your other relationship and go into this. That's just rude.
It's complicated, okay?
Rolling.
I understand. So, I got a side thing going too, and I keep doing the same thing.
All right, that's one fail. All right. And
yes, sir.
Mirkala.
All right. Wow, this totally turned around and not for the better. Let me see.
But hey, at least we went from 3 demons to 1.
Yeah.
You also went from 5 party members to 2, but
that's the thing.
Sure.
The baddies are still outnumbered. Just pointing that out. Technically,
the positivity is powerful in this party. Ooh, triple word score in Scandalars.
Let me see.
Teller hollers out, "Sister, keep it busy."
First thing I do is I take the fight into, gravity bending vampire shit as I walk up the wall to fight this thing. So I'm gonna walk along the side wall that I'm standing against to fight it. And then let's see. Give me 1 sec to see. I'm using something for the first time, and we'll see if it works. Do I just drag that onto myself? I believe so. Okay. I am attacking. I'm attacking the snake guy. With my attack, I am making him my favored foe, which means all of my attacks will do an additional d6 damage to him. I am using a magical javelin, and I know it's probably resistant, if not full on. Is it full on immune to fire damage, or is it resistant?
Having fought it for a little while, I'm inclined to tell you that it is immune to fire.
Okay, so my extra damage from absorb elements will do nothing, so I won't even apply it. It's not a big deal.
But it is not immune to other energy types, and might in fact be vulnerable to some.
Let me see. So I am going to first things first.
Are you proficient in religion or arcana?
I do not believe I am. I am not history, but not arcana or.
Okay.
So, I'm pissed. I've gotten hurt. First thing I do with my first attack, and I use my inspiration to do it. It's still giving me blessed, by the way. So I don't. Can I remove that myself?
Yeah, I thought you did.
Oh, I don't know how to remove it off the top of my head, but okay.
It's gone.
But
but an 18 still would have hit.
Okay, so I sneak my teeth right into this fucker and begin to drain it. Is it a construct or a undead?
It is a demon, large fiend. But you're attacking it with your face.
Yes, I am.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay. You hit it. You bit it. It has some other traits.
Understood.
I'm going to need you just to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Bring it.
Oh boy. Did you get that?
Yes, give me 1 sec. I just have to mark off that I'm using a point of lucky to give myself advantage.
Good plan. Okay. See if this is a half. Yeah. So you bite into it, ripping aside one of its scales and go in, and the heat of the forge just blasts back, causing your helmet to soften, your eyebrows to wither and wisp away, and your skin to burn.
As a reaction, I use Absorb Elements.
Half of that, so 4 points of fire damage with the Absorb Elements. That means you take what? 2?
2.
Yeah. But the damage you did to it does in fact go through.
Nice.
Oh, even though my bite is not a magical weapon, it seems to go through?
Yep.
Just fine?
Yep.
Okay. Can I guess from that, do all melee attacks within 5 feet get that extra damage?
No,
Or only if you touch it with like your bare skin and stuff?
only magical creatures, but for some reason yours went through. Maybe
Okay.
because this was your favorite foe. Maybe there's something else going on.
Alright, and with my second attack, I'm just going to strike at it with this javelin. I also got back 4 hit points that actually negated the 2 that I just took because I drank his blood.
Perfect. As you
What is that?
as you
what does
reel
it taste
back,
like?
the taste, you expect it to be sulfur, you expect it to be rock and ash, and what it is you open your eyes and you're on a marble floor for a moment. But you are on a marble floor, not this one. Not this small scale Isoran architecture, but large scale, great cathedral. You are somehow taller, and in profile you have a mound of white hair, and you have fed upon a dragon. Through your blood, memory, the progenitor of your line, matriarch, Larmila calls to you. You are her for a moment, and as you rear back, the taste is fire and ecstasy and joy and reverie. And the dragon that the progenitor of the Bloodfang clan killed was not from the prime material plane.
Oh, Sanguinax was not from the Prime. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
And then
that's amazing.
Then I strike at it with my magic javelin.
Oh,
Damage is damage.
damage to, and it all goes through.
Yes, and then as a... Let me see if I have anything fun I can do on a bonus action when Dusk is not here. Let's see. We used one use of favorite foe.
And I'm sending you a perception check for free as well about something else.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay. It's not a disaster.
Okay, I don't have something. Yeah, I do have something to use as a bonus action. Actually, my javelin's cool and all.
It's pretty cool.
However, nope, I'm gonna stick with the javelin. I'm done for the turn. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, and that means it is Flix's turn to make a death save. Okay.
Oh, should I have had that before?
No, you guys gotta go in. But you would have failed either way, so that's
Yep.
that. Oh, you already failed it for me, thank you. Yeah, you actually
Yep.
used the proper button. It's all good. Right. Eldine, can you go ahead in front of your character sheet? Do one of those death saves. Alright.
I
That would have
just
been a save
checked.
either way.
Yeah, I just checked. I am not able to remove the bless from myself.
We may need to enable you to do so.
Yeah, that I just grabbed it from the front of my sheet, and that's
Yeah, you're fine. You
So-
actually made one,
Yeah.
so that's good news. Cool. Alright, tell her. I removed your blessings.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have you make a free perception check before you start your turn. It may inform your
Okay.
decisions. Wait, hang on.
Okay.
I accidentally set that. There we go.
We're gonna go ahead and play this Mirkala's way and burn a point of luck to give advantage.
Perfect. You smell, feel, sense that there's an open portal nearby. This thing is fresh to this plane, fresh to this world. Very fresh, because the portal's still open where it came from.
That's not good.
It's not, but it could be a way to escape from it.
True enough. If we want to escape to the abyss.
It's definitely a big place. It's deep.
An option.
It's dark.
well,
it's dank, and it's a
I'm-
hole.
I won't be leaving alone. So let's get some people back on their feet. Teller, move.
Do you have mass healing word?
I do not. Teller
That
moves
would have been cool.
A
towards
lot cooler
Flix
if you
and-
did.
As he's passing by Eldine, he says to her, Auntie, the wharfs of Tel Destrano burn once again. We need you. And that is his bonus action healing word.
Yes.
Let's see, where are you? Is that pumpable? It is. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, okay, so we'll make that a second level spell there. Eldine.
Alright. So back among the living. Eldine, you're prone. But you are
prone but breathing. So
prone,
that's good.
prone
That's
to
better.
breathing, which is even better. Nice.
And then Teller will use his action to administer a... Where did it go? A potion of superior healing to the, I'm assuming, badly burned body of Flix Dazzledove. This will be 8d4 plus 8. I'm not really sure how to... I don't see an action within this potion. So can I just drop those in the chat and have you give them to Flix?
Totally. We got that.
Oh wait, my keyboard's working out.
Any positive integers will restore him to the land of the living.
There we go. And then we need 8d4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vroom. Okay. Spin that little man back up.
Wings
And
pop
to
back
quote-
into place, crisping and making noise as they reform their their structure.
We're all in this together. And then I believe I still have a move action. Can I use that to drag empty pockets a little further away back into this hallway?
You're not going to be moving too fast, but I'll let you at least back up 5 feet with Empty's body if you make an athletics check.
Okay.
Right. Good turn.
Can I spend enough? Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend this other inspiration here to try to get this everything.
Nat 20, it'll be 10 feet. Sorry, other games seep in.
Yeah, but I made it.
You did, and Empty is no longer near the Viper. All right, good turn.
I think that's what I got. I don't have any more action economy of any kind. So.
Oh, I skipped my
I will say
Beastie's turn.
that was some very cool shit tonight of all nights. Just saying.
Does the Beastie's flare ability recharge? The one that took out the whole damn party. Let's see if it recharges.
Most of the party,
It did take down most of the party.
not the whole damn. Let's not be
That's-
rounding up the whole damn party.
They're demons. They were definitely rounding up. It says flare has a recharge special, so the flare ignites. Blah 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 blah. Why is it special? Oh, the fire within it, Mirkala, has dimmed and it hungers. It then occurs to you what that must mean.
It needs to bite someone, right? Or something before it can flare again.
And that all that energy that was expended on you, all that force and fire, was because it has devoured souls. But it now has Starving Wrath. While starving, its armor class is reduced. It gets better.
There's a but. There's a but in here.
Of course.
Its armor class is reduced, but
But it has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that doesn't have all of its hit points. So it is going to attack you because you are available to it with its fiery fangs and try to eat you.
I still have fire resistance.
First bite, 21, is a miss. It champs the air above your head, kicking out a spray of sparks and embers. Still an advantage on the second attack. And you catch it on the haft of the javelin. And sparks spray around you, but again, you're unharmed. And its last attack is a crit.
But I'm using my lucky to force you to re-roll. You didn't roll a 20 at all. You rolled a 4.
Dirty. So dirty, I'm giving you inspiration.
I was gonna do it if he didn't.
you like it dirty and you know it.
You know. I was gonna say something about in the prone position for dirty, but then that didn't really work. Or I'm prone to dirty was what I was gonna say, but now I'm just stalling because I'm very disappointed that it used its multi-attack, it used its Starving Wrath, it's used its Skin of the Forge, it's used its just about every ability this creature has. And it wasn't enough to bring Mirkala down. Empty!
Well,
Yeah, that last
The
strike
fire
was
noodle
right
sad?
at my magic shield. Like with the maiden or the mother seal right on it. It's ching.
Nice. Alright. Empty, can I get a saving throw or a death save from the front of your character sheet, that D20 where it says death saves? Little tiny one. Stop being blessed. Because you actually failed that. Hang on. say count your blessings. I guess I should have counted your blessings. Alright, you're in dire straits. Anybody got an inspiration? Remember, AoE damage can also add death save.
I got.
Yeah,
I
take
got-
my inspiration there, empty.
I've still got one.
Okay.
Should we need it?
Alright, go ahead and re-roll that.
Okie dokie. What do I
Much
do?
better. 1 and 1. Alright.
All right, 10.
It should. It is Mirkala's turn.
Yeah, because it attacked me 3 times and missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I forgot I had a turn in there. So.
And I'm just going all out. First, let me put on my freaking ability. Give me 1 second.
Damn your shenanigans.
Hell yes.
Alright, favorite foe. So the first hit of the round, we'll do an additional d6. And I'm just striking it. Well, actually, first I'm attacking it. And that's a hit. And now I'm gonna try something, with my second attack, I am going to try to shove it. I'm gonna need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check. It's opposing checks, and it is against. Let me go pull up my spear.
I got a 17. You
I got
a
20.
So
I push it down to the ground so that it hits the tiles.
Okay. You also contacted it to do so, so I'm gonna need you to make another saving throw for the skin of the
Let's
forge. Okay, sending that to you. It's a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Wow. And I'm out of everything, and it's a failure.
Then you're going to take 4d6 fire. It is still shoved, but the contact is what brings it out.
Yeah.
I do like that it gave us a little story moment to do, though. It was nice. A similar fight, you know?
I was trying to make it trigger the traps, is what I was doing.
Oh yeah, totally. Get it.
Okay.
Is Lucky? Can I use that on Mirkala's rolls?
No.
It's
not
only against the DM? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a question mark. Yeah, okay, solid.
Which I know that I'm totally in trouble to get trap damage as well. I'm totally aware of that, but
So you shove it, and it goes spiraling back, and it hits the ground for a second. It floats right back up, but just the moment it hit the ground was enough to set off, we're going to say at random, since it's on 2 squares,
and all of my friends are safe from the traps because they're in the room, right?
yeah, your friends are.
Okay.
Um,
Now, would the traps happen technically Simo? Because now that I pushed it away from me, I can move without taking attacks of opportunity.
I'll give you advantage on the saving
Okay.
throw. Why do you think you don't get attacks of opportunity?
Because I pushed it away from me. Oh, does it have a reach of 10
If
feet?
he were to...
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Then if I know that it does, then never mind. If I know that I'm still threatening it or it's still threatening me, then I won't move.
Okay. Then I'm going to say that it doesn't necessarily set off both series of traps. It might only set off one. Tell you what, we'll roll percentiles. Let's make this weird. It has a 5% chance, so 0 to 5, it sets off both. Okay, and it has a 30% chance of setting off the fire. So 5 to
It's immune to that.
45.
It's immune to
or 5
that.
to 40.
But
Yeah, and a 30% chance of setting off the slashing. Y'all go with that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling in the open. 51. So the
So
piercing.
no fire.
It's the slashing.
That sounds
it's
like
slashing.
slashing.
Yeah, it sounds like he's actually gonna take it. I mean, it's
I
not a
love
magical
it.
trap,
I love that it's slashing.
but it's something. Yeah, that's cool. The whirling blades are gonna go ahead and attack the creature because they're popping and hit. Well, that's cool.
Yes.
And I rolled really high because of course I did. So it takes half of 18. It takes 9 points of slashing damage. Not bad. And it snaps back
Damage
up.
is damage, bitches.
Snaps back up reflexively, but you have managed to hurt it.
Hey, it actually did more than my attack would have done, and I got one attack in, so that was cool. I will technically I can still move 5 feet though without attack of opportunity, correct?
What's that?
Because I'm not moving his.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Totally. You can move there.
Yep. Yeah, because I'm not moving out of his threat. I'm
Right.
still in his threat. I'm just adjusting.
You got
okay.
it.
Cool.
And you are now
And-
guarding the rest of the party as they rebuild and attempt to.
What a hero.
Yeah, it is actually
And
really
I am-
heroic. You're getting your
I am
inspiration
done.
back for that. You just squared off with this thing solo, really. And we all know it's a nasty beastie. Flicks, you're awake. You're on the ground.
God damn.
Muted.
Oh,
Bummer.
There we go.
It looked good.
I was gonna say, you mentioned possible vulnerabilities. Could I roll a check to see if I remember one of those vulnerabilities?
You did ask earlier if anyone was proficient with Arcana.
Yeah, I do have Arcana. Oh, now I can't hear you.
Oh, perfect.
Now Tom's muted.
I'm gonna give this to you. You don't even have to roll. It's vulnerable to cold.
Ooh, good to know. I got some of them spells.
That seems a bit obvious.
Please also shout that out for Mercala's benefit.
Oh,
And
Oh,
Teller.
the cold.
And I like the
And-
image of you sliding in to cast a spell
Oh,
over Mirkala's
oh.
shoulder and go cold damage, and you got like one wing is half broken. You're just like fuck it. You look like shit.
He's flying around in circles.
secondary question. What was I gonna ask? Oh, I noticed that I can't really see anymore. Is that because
The light spell
My-
dropped.
it wasn't a light spell, it was my book making its
okay.
light?
Well, the book closed when you dropped, and now that you're conscious, the book opened back up, and your light. I'm gonna say the light's on the
And-
pages. So
yeah,
I'll give you back your
and-
light effect. I like that.
So, did Teller out loud mention that he felt that portal somewhere nearby?
Everyone was down, and he was more concerned with getting them back up first. But that's gonna be a no.
So we were
Sorry.
talking about planescape creatures
Sorry.
before the game, before we started, in the pre-game, and we mentioned
He
portal
will be
sense.
on his turn. So
Okay. If he had heard about portals, he would have sent the book off to find it because he shares sight with the book. But since he did not, instead he is, like Asmo described, gonna fly behind Merkala to get a good, nice view of the Viper.
So the book is flapping open, and the audience is treated to the image of it opening its pages to a planar diagram and pointing at something with its ribbon, but you don't see it yet. I'm gonna say the book's aware, but
So-
you're not.
We are going to upcast Chromatic Orb using a 3rd level spell slot.
Oh boy.
And thanks to the wonderful properties of the Glyph of Warding spell that he also knows in his spellbook, he's going to transform it into a cold spell.
That's perfect. Peak wizard
So
right
let's
there.
roll some damage. I don't know why I rolled twice. Oh, disadvantage. I wonder what that was for.
Why are you are you still have the prone condition on you? That's why.
Oh, I flew up, so I would not have that.
Do we drop the 11 plus 8? Go ahead and drop the damage on him, because that would have hit.
We like dice.
We do like that.
We like 22 points of vulnerable to cold damage. This thing actually freezes and scales pop off with snapping sounds of metal fatiguing and breaking.
You know, Stygia was attacking us. Let's learn a little from them. And now it's the Blade's turn.
It is the Blade's turn, which is funny because it gets to go when it's triggered and then it gets to do stuff on its turn as well. And I reversed those. I had it do its attack when it was its turn, or when it was triggered. But now the blades are getting up to speed, and it has the constant whirling blades effect. And they hit. It's another 7 points of slashing damage. It's resisted, but it's in the mix. Eldine, round 4, back among the living.
Yeah, back among the living. I want to stand up. That's half my movement.
Half your movement, and the prone condition's gone.
Okay, that's good. I do not have line of sight on this beast.
Please see to empty pockets.
Do you have any potions to shove him down his throat?
What do I have?
He is still a natural one away from a new character.
Yeah, let's not. What do I have in inventory? I know I've got some.
I pretty much insisted that everyone carry potions of healing, so I'm pretty sure you got some.
Yep, I've got 6.
Well, there you go. I was gonna say I've got some. You can just
And we
grab
took the
one.
caps off and just put these little spray bottles on them. We just go like right on the wounds. It's kind of awesome.
Hey, in Baldur's, you can just throw a potion at someone that heals them. So.
I know. I used to have in 2nd edition, showing my age
So,
here, bone mending
2d4
grenades.
plus 2. Well, that sucks.
It
But 4
does.
It's healing.
it's something. You
As
have
we
a little
often
swing of
say,
that.
1 hit point is enough hit point.
That's enough to reset your death
That's
save.
enough hit point.
You're not riding
Yep.
the carousel anymore, so your death
It
saves
is
are.
Okay.
true.
You are
Okay,
still
so
prone.
5 potions of healing.
Nicely done.
Alright, so half my movement, my action to give a little sipperoonie to my dear friend Teller.
Still got your crossbow. How'd that happen? Oh.
Yeah, well.
Are you
it takes
healing
an
me?
action.
I don't need that mess in this. Look at the rest of these fucking blood bags just leaking everywhere.
Well, alright, who's that for then?
You look at
Oh.
your situation.
Yeah, whatever.
You got the red dot.
You got the red dot. Okay, well then fine. 4 back to me, I get what. I was gonna try to kill something, but fine. Thought you needed saving. I wasn't
We're
playing.
gonna try to not kill you is the plan. Not kill all of us. That's
Not
the
to
plan.
look a possible gift horse in the mouth, but how is empty back to just 4 wounds?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be put it in the wrong column. There we go.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
Now I'm making mistakes of interface.
I mean, it's a team effort.
It takes a village to make a Pathfinder character. Wait, what?
God damn it, Tom!
I said it. What? That's true.
Oh, my next
We're not
character is
playing
going to be
Pathfinder.
so obnoxious.
Yeah, no, okay, Eldine drinks the potion and moves farther away, I suppose.
Okay.
And we'll advance the combat tracker. Boop.
As you step back, you are no longer in the basement for just a moment. You're on an alley near the Underwharf, near one of those happy border neighborhoods where there's cafes and slum to go hang out in the bad part of town for fun. And there's a dapper gentleman, coattails, a cane, and the tapping of goat-like iron hooves on cobblestones. And you are aware of the presence slightly different trappings than you saw last time. But you're aware of the presence of your patron, Eldine. And they say means of escape are nearby. But for you to cross that threshold, it's war. I'll grant you the strength to take all of your kin with you. But once. But understand, the war is ceaseless. It's here before you.
Okay. I don't know. I'm like,
And it's great because
basically
Eldine
it
doesn't know
just
about
said-
the portal.
right. No, Eldine knows nothing of the portal.
And it's Teller's turn, who will hopefully say something about the portal and make that make sense, because then you're back in this vault.
It basically just said there's a way out, and I can make sure that your friends are okay just this once if you want to take it. That's what it just told her, isn't it?
Right,
Yeah.
and an agent
Right.
of a certain level of Hell's Archduke will suddenly be in the abyss?
Yeah. Sounds problematic. Let's avoid it if we can. Clear the lane, blood bags, says Teller as he walks back around. Now, this is not one of the tiles. If I move to there, I'm not on a trap tile, correct?
It's a white tile. It counts as a white tile and it is a trap tile.
Oh, it is. Then I don't
Yes.
want to go there.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So go there.
No, fuck off. Is Flix on a trap tile?
He flies.
Flies.
Oh, that's right. God damn it. How can I get a fucking line on this
You
thing?
could probably be standing under me.
Yeah, but that's still a trap tile.
No, the door is not counting as a
Oh,
trap.
there.
Yeah, the two in front of the door don't count as traps.
Okay. Is Mirkala on the ceiling? No, she fell to the ground.
Correct. And is not on one of the traps because it's one before the door.
Okay. So if I'm standing behind Mirkala, underneath Flix, right
Sure.
there.
I'm not
Can
gonna.
I-
I'm gonna say you are, but I'm not gonna approve the movement, so you can still select your token. 'cause
Oh, I
it's-
see. Okay,
It's a
thank
little
you. No,
dicey.
that's fine. I wasn't thinking, so to speak.
It should be the same for range and all that. We'll worry about it when we worry about it. I'm gonna say that your armor class isn't as good as it could be when you're there because you're crouching down under somebody who's flying.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, I'm probably just going to move again once I do this thing. You were talking about Flix's chromatic orb turned to cold being peak wizard, but I think what's
Pretty cool.
actually peak wizard is the fact that he gave me one too.
What?
In the
in
ring.
a ring of spell storing.
Ponder these orbs, Caldwell. Okay.
You were here. You were here for this.
I know.
You just don't like it. I feel you there. There's a
Captain
lot I don't like
Planet.
happening tonight.
Oh, no, that's not gonna
Oh.
work. Let's spend a lucky point on that for sure.
Worth.
That's
Oh,
much
see,
better.
that's so much better.
That's much
And
better.
with a chromatic orb, you actually get to choose the damage type anyways, right?
Yeah, so
That is correct.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have had to do the
Cold
Awakened
seems
Spellbook
lovely.
part.
Yeah.
All right, Al-Na'ar, the Grand Viper of the Pit.
Is
It appears to be
vulnerable.
cooling and contracting.
Hell yeah. Teller will then clear back out of that lane. That looks good. And as he's passing, he'll be like, Flix, or everyone, pretty sure there's an open door to hell right here in this other room. See them disco lights in the room there? Yeah, pretty sure that's the abyss.
Is that what my daddy was talking about? Sorry, had a moment.
That's gonna make drinks afterwards a little awkward.
Yeah, Teller like pauses and kind of looks at her again. It's like, what the fuck is going on with you recently?
That's a great question.
Al-Na'ar, the Grand Viper of the Pit, is quite tired of all of this. However, they've been unable to feast, so their fire is going out.
Teller's also going to sheath his rapier
Okay.
in
Yeah,
preparation to draw something different next turn.
gotcha. Totally. It is from here going to snap at Mirkala multiple times. Snap at. What I should have said was it's going to hit Mirkala multiple times. There's the first one.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Kachomp with the fiery fangs for 11 points of damage.
Points.
And the last attack is a hit.
That's it. I can't stop that, so
19 points of damage.
damn.
You're alive.
You survived that. That is freaking brutal. What does that drop you down? Are you in single digit territory?
I have
Oh,
4
yeah.
hit points. 4 hit points.
Oh,
For brutal. Okay. Okay.
so MT,
Teller's just going to go ahead and yell right now, "Sister, retreat!"
MT, I'm not sure who's driving the burnt, damaged vessel that is your elven carcass.
Oh, it's Nyla.
Nilo was aware that Teller was ducking under Flix and sort of tumbled through. You could tumble out, take a shot, and tumble back. Or you could run.
Oh no, I'm tumbling through and taking a shot. So I was going to ask, what do you want me to do on the map to make that happen, or can I just like target
Oh, I'll
it
put you here.
here?
But I understand that you're actually under Flix.
Yeah,
Oh,
perfecto.
this map is cool. I'm really digging this.
This map is way cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Dungeon Alchemist, for providing
Well,
great
this
mapping
is
tools.
hilarious. I don't have advantage in any way, shape, or form, do I? I am lower than it in initiative.
I think it's just a shot.
And
It's just a
I'm
shot.
not adjacent, so you don't get
You're not.
sneak.
Yeah. I can't. No, none of my assassin bullshit is gonna fly right now.
Damn. Not any
Yeah.
assassin bullshit?
No.
I guess not this time.
Oh well. I don't know. It did it. I didn't click
'Cause-
advantage.
'cause-
I don't
Oh,
know.
you shouldn't.
You're
You
still
shouldn't have been
prone.
prone.
Yeah, we're gonna
And
let that.
Oh, one
And
of
you
those was a
dropped
20.
a
Oh, I should.
Yeah,
not
the other one was a
been
20.
prone.
No, you had disadvantage
Motherfucker.
because of prone.
You know what? We're gonna just take another
I shouldn't
shot.
have been prone because I rolled.
But we don't know
right?
which one it would have dropped.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to give you
exactly.
the 20, but I can't. But
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
let you
no,
check
no.
again.
That would not be fair. Fucking hell. This day. This
Yeah.
fucking day. I swear to God, I had 2 inspiration, but I
Elven
can't.
accuracy. Elven accuracy.
Elven accuracy does let me. Yeah, you were absolutely right.
Go for it.
Yeah, I totally get. Yeah.
You're an elf.
Dude. That's I forgot. Motherfucker.
Oh!
Oh! I'll take it. All right. And then I.
Magical short bow.
There's so much shit on here. Oh God, no, that's not it. Where is it? Sorry, 1 second. No, not Uncanny Dodge. Where are you? Where is my fucking sneak attack right now? What?
Doesn't need to be sneak attack. Just drop damage.
Well, I mean, the sneak attack kind of changes. Oh,
But I don't think you have. You
It's
don't
not
have
a-
any of the.
Yeah, it.
For
Uh,
once, you don't have any of the conditions for sneak attack.
yeah, you're absolutely right.
But the shot, if you drop it, will still be a crit. So just
Crit,
drop the
yeah.
normal damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it all goes through.
It all goes through, and regardless of what happens, Empty is just legs splayed on the ground, back against the wall, channeling Nilo.
The Sylphane
And
pipe
says-
already sticking out of his mouth.
Oh yeah, completely.
He doesn't. It's so hot ambiently that he doesn't even need to light it. It just.
Stirring famed, who mock the nature of flame, mock the nature of serpent, a lost and binding dream, carving a reckless control. Your wellspring nailed back to the pit, dispersed.
Inspiration. Merkala. Finish.
Oh, Merkala spends her last first level spell slot. She speaks an incantation in Draconic.
Wait.
Wait.
Do I still get my bonus
Action hide?
No.
Bonus action what?
Bonus action. Heal a bitch.
Healing word.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the
I'm gonna
first time, not bonus action rogue shit.
It's the second time, but the first time was a long time.
No. But it's like, wait a minute.
I believe we call that character growth.
Yes, we do. I have no idea how to drop that, but
2d4.
It's probably pretty. Yeah.
If you go under your spell actions, you hit the little magnifying glass that looks like a sewing needle.
Healing.
Open that up, and then just drag and drop. Drag and drop.
I drag and drop the 1d4.
Correct, onto Merkala.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Nice, thank you.
And also, right after that, drops the bow, can barely even stand. 'Tis not the sun banishes shadow, but shadow ever pushing back the light, shadow pulling the sun's violent flame into rest. And you get like a couple hit points.
Nice.
Love it.
And then just like
And then the drugs kick in.
You do spend the rest of your movement to creep back into the room, though, right? Or
I believe I probably could. I'm not. Yeah. I would love to try it.
Well, you were
Possible.
prone, you spent half, and then you only moved 5 feet.
Right?
So I think you got.
I can go a little bit farther than that. Here.
10 or something. Yeah, if you want to get a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like crawling. Just along the wall.
It's like I could expend the energy to get back up, but I'm just gonna use my feet to push over towards where my keys are.
Oh, I fell on my keys.
I'm drunk crab walking.
For fuck's sake.
So, Merkala uses her last first level spell slot to re-summon Dusk. She starts spilling out an incantation in Draconic, and her eyes gleam like frost-colored rubies. She actually summons them to the space right in front of her.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, she says attack. Oh, hold on. Let me roll the attack roll and not just drop damage, although I would love to. And it's a hit. And this is why I re-summoned him. He appears as like a misty, frosty cloud because this time she summoned him with cold damage as his draconic. So partially resisted, partially vulnerable, still damage is damage. And it's foolish for me, but I can't take attack of opportunity if it does hit, so I hold my ground. So that's my turn.
Fan-frickin-tastic. That was a damn good turn. Okay. Blix, take us on home.
All right. Time for
Elemental bullshit.
elemental bullshit.
I beg to differ. Bullshit is not one of the elements you can choose.
Not yet.
Wrong game.
And again, being upcast to level 3.
not playing buttery wholesomeness or humanoid occupied landfill. Oh my gob. Okay.
God, it's still alive.
It is. It is gross, but it is It is in rough shape. I'm not gonna say dying.
Oh.
What? Oh.
That's technically an attack, right? Because it made a spell attack roll. Dusky uses his reaction to go ahead and drop an additional d6 of cold damage on that, which would be doubled, right? So add 2 more cold damage to the mix.
For a moment, I was worried, but okay.
Oh, well.
There we go.
That would have been hilarious.
All right.
That would have been the best.
And then
But damage is damage.
Merkalen does probably got this, so I think Flix heard the word tactical retreat at some point. So he is going to fly west into the hallway.
All right. Seeing the shimmering light pattern to the west there, I'll let you make a free Arcana check.
Ooh, I love those.
There you go. DC 16 Arcana, hit me. Oh, I sent it to Merkala. Never mind, ignore that, Merkala. I take it back. Hit me. There's a portal to the abyss in the other room underneath the pool. Underneath a pool of water. The light that's coming out of it is filtered through the water.
10 movement. And here's the other 20.
And with that, you cross over and you see the pool of water still roiling and boiling, thick clouds of steam from where the fire serpent came up through the water.
I also see the chest.
And you'd see a very large gleaming chest, and there's chests everywhere in this room. And down within the bottom of the pool itself is some shimmering energy that tells you it's a portal. So jumping into the pool will transport you to another plane. I should say it's not a portal, it's a gate.
Oh, it's not temporary.
The creature chomps its jaws, but less threateningly as it is cooling off and being battered to shit. It feels like it's gonna mount a counterattack, and then it gets hit by the whirling blades. And because it's starving, its armor class is just low enough to be hit. Oh my goodness. It's still alive. Dusk goes on your action. That's right.
Yeah.
It's Eldine's turn.
Eldine is really not into this whole
Get out of there.
no bullshit. Murder this thing.
But I want to kill it.
But I want to kill it.
You show up at the end while we finish doing all the
Yeah,
work. And
squiggle
just
on
kill this
behind
thing.
me and shoot it full of shit.
What are we doing? What's this saving throw I'm making? Hey, help me out here. What are you doing?
Cast a shatter on your ass.
So you're moving
Again.
up here and casting shatter?
I'm not moving any. Do I not have line of sight? Looked like I did.
Oh my goodness, you can see its tail tip. You got
I
it.
mean, I'm not
That's
trying
all
to push it.
takes.
I'll move if I have
All
to
it
move.
takes. And I rolled a 1 on the save.
I'll do.
It's all the
Alright.
ice.
So you just see
Nice.
it. You're trying to see it. You're trying to see it. You see the tail for a second. And you drop it, and the
Let's see
ice
what do.
hits the tail and cascades up the body, and just it absolutely shatters the creature from tail to head.
That's
I
how we
believe
go.
we've even got a sound drop for it. Ice crystals. Rains down frozen scales, and the fight is won. There's a calm that falls over this vault.
Just because my devil daddy told me he'd get me out doesn't mean I want to take it. But devil daddy says we got a way out. But
230 hit points.
That's a
what
lot.
it
It was
had.
beefy.
And
It
As
was
it
beefy and took a lot of us out on his way down.
as it
Took more
falls,
than that out of our asses. So
the water in the pool, you can hear it begin to churn and slosh. And Flick's staring at it, it's forming a vortex and it's running out. When the water empties the pool, the portal closes. So if you do want a free ticket to the abyss, you got about 18 seconds.
damn it. I was
Eldine
hoping
is
we were
not
gonna-
trying to.
But
Eldine is not trying to
Having
do
this
that.
the creature
of the
is
abyss.
dispatched. You have fulfilled the obligation to your contract, and you don't have to decide what you're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and say some thanks in the chat. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It was a hell of a good time. Thanks
Tom's
to
like, quick, before they say anything.
quick recap or quick Cliffy. Thanks to the following. Thanks to Paul Messier for our theme song, to Kevin MacLeod for other music, to Smiteworks for Fantasy Grounds, Dungeon Alchemist, Hexographer, and Dungeon Draft for our awesome maps. They help me look good. I'm going to drop some links to these fine folks. Check out their work. It is fantastic stuff. And I can't recommend them strongly enough. Also, thanks to Sirenscape for giving us this wonderful soundscape to use. If you want your games to be pro, it's real easy. Just check out Sirenscape. Link's going to be in the chat here in a second. It's a very low learning curve. It's really toggles and switches, and you can share a link through a browser to your friends. I love this iteration of Sirenscape. We've been enjoying it little bits here and there, but once they switched it to this web-based model where everybody can adjust their own player, that was the perfect fit for us. So check them out as well. Thank you so much. All right, drop that in there. And I always say it, but I usually type it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it tonight. Go ahead and join our Discord, join the party. We have pickup games coming as we get into spooky season and the holidays. We usually do pickup games and one-shots, so folks can come hang out and roll some dice with us in a virtual tabletop setting. We thank you everybody for joining us. Next Wednesday, we're going to pick up where we left off with them searching the vault or jumping in a portal to the abyss. You know, I'm not saying it's a sandbox, not a railroad. My friend said, but when it is a railroad, I make it classy like the Orient Express. So shout out to Carl for saying that. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.